Hey everyone, it's George from Blockchain DXB and today is the 2nd of August 2022. Now the market isn't doing as great as in comparison to yesterday. Yesterday being the first day of the week and of the month, I was really hoping that there would be some more price movements in the positive side. But to be honest, the market has gone down just by a few percentage since the last 24 hours. And when we are discussing the price related information, we'll try to give out more information so far as why that has happened. Every week, Glassnode and CoinShares, they publish a weekly report and a blog. And in today's episode, we are going to discuss what those reports and blogs are. So we're going to be discussing it at a very basic and very easy to understand level. Can we make price predictions based on it? I definitely don't think so. Because these data that Glassnode and CoinShares have published are based on the previous week. It does give a good indication of what the current standing of the market is and potentially what the market could be at a very macro level. And Glassnode has also partnered with CoinMarketCap and they've released a new document, which is a 23-page document. So in today's episode, I'll briefly touch on that too. And there are some strange metrics that we will be looking at today, particularly to do with Polygon Matic. The price of Polygon Matic has gone up by over 80%, but the adoption rate has gone down. And something similar also happened to Facebook or Meta. When they released the earning reports, they did have a loss by $1 billion, but the number of customers actually increased. So 2022 is throwing us a mixture of weird metrics. Today's episode, we're also going to be talking about an NFT for your NFT, and it is by Tiffany, an American luxury jewelry and specialty retailer, and they have released a pendant, but these NFTs are not for everyone. They're only for selected NFT holders. Now, what are those? We'll be discussing that in today's episode. Regarding UAE, we have two news, and both the news are positive. The first news is about DecentWorld, and they are a company from Switzerland. And the news is that DecentWorld launches the first 3D city environment of downtown Dubai. Now, I did not get a chance to see what it is because you need to actually download their software, but I'm going to be doing it later on today or most likely tomorrow. And what I'll do is I'll have a detailed breakdown about my user experience at the Metaverse Everything podcast that are released every Fridays. The second news is the restructuring of Dubai Municipality by Sheikh Hamdan and what impact it could have on blockchain. Yet another brilliant move to create opportunities for blockchain and Metaverse. So it looks like the whole aim of Dubai being the #1 city in the region and top 10 city in the world for Metaverse is concerned is definitely going to be possible. So welcome everyone, it's 8 you're in Dubai and you're listening to Crypto and Coffee at 8, where we cover top news and information pertaining to Bitcoin, blockchain, beyond blockchain, cryptocurrencies, NFTs, DeFi and Metaverse. How the series of episodes on the Crypto and Coffee at 8 works is, we usually cover top news and information pertaining to the price of cryptocurrencies, some major breaking news, occasionally short and sweet news as well. News that has an impact in the cryptocurrency world. The other two news and information is related to Dubai, UAE and Middle East in the world of Bitcoin, blockchain, beyond blockchain, cryptocurrencies, NFTs, DeFi and Metaverse. This is followed by Ask Me Anything series where you listeners can ask any questions from 8:30 a.m. to 9 a.m. Gulf Standard Time. And every Fridays at 8 a.m. Gulf Standard Time, we have an episode called Metaverse Everything where we solely focus on Metaverse. So please check out those episodes too. The format for Metaverse Everything podcast is completely different. And what I do is I also tend to publish a daily and weekly report via my LinkedIn profile. My LinkedIn profile is on the show notes below. Or you can also go to my website, that is www.blockchaindxb.com, and search for crypto blogs. Or you can also go to the Medium website and type in Blockchain DXB. So let's kickstart today's episode. Today is the 2nd of August and the global crypto market is down by 3.30% since the last 24 hours and it is currently at $1.07 trillion. Now to be honest, I'm a bit surprised by this because I was really hoping that the market does actually pick pace. What I've been noticing, especially since the last 1 month or so, or maybe not even 1 month, just 3 to 4 weeks to be precise, is that the market usually pumps over the weekend. And on Tuesdays and Wednesdays is when the price goes down. Again, this is an observation only for the past 3 to 4 weeks. Prior to that, it was not an observation. the total crypto market volume over the last 24 hours is $74.89 billion, and since the last 24 hours, it is increased by 6.23%. The total volume on DeFi has gone down today, and it is currently at $7.59 billion. Again, a strange matrix. The DeFi volume did actually go up on the weekend, which is a bit strange because usually on weekends, people do not make transactions on DeFi, but this week was an anomaly, and DeFi accounts for 10.13% of the total crypto market 24-hour volume. Now, I did check total value locked in DeFi yesterday. It was well over $90 billion, but today, the total value locked in DeFi has gone down to $84 billion. And once again, a reminder, guys, at the start of the year of 2022, the total value locked in DeFi was $242 billion. So DeFi is definitely not having the best year in 2022. The volume of stablecoins, which is a major concern for me, is at $70.12 billion, and stablecoin accounts for 93.62% of the total crypto market 24-hour volume. A trend that I've been observing since the last quarter of 2021 is the volume of Circle's USDC has been gradually going up. I wouldn't be surprised probably in the next maybe months or years, stablecoin volumes does pick up pace, and it is at least 50% of what Tether USDT's 24-hour volume is. The king of all king, Bitcoin, the price is $23,054. Now, since the last 24 hours, it is down by 3.03%, and since the last 7 days, it is up by 4.30%. Ethereum is at $1,625, and since the last 24 hours, it is down by 5.50%, and since the last 7 days, it is up by 6.78%. Now, guys, when I'm going to be discussing the report which is done by Glassnode and CoinMarketCap, there's some really surprising information, particularly to do with the month of June of 2022, and that is to do purely with Bitcoin and Ethereum. So we'll definitely be covering that when I'll be talking about the report. It is a 23-page document. The next cryptocurrency that we'll be looking at is Binance Coin. It is currently at $281, and since the last 24 hours, it is down by 2.68%, and since the last 7 days, it is up by 10.63%. Surprisingly, the SEC's investigation on Binance has not had much of a price impact on Binance, so we'll just have to wait and see if that thing continues for the rest of 2022. And 2022 for Binance has, if not, been one of the best years. Now, since we've done with the price of the cryptocurrencies, let's try to look at some matrix. But before that, the observation that I've been noticing is Lightning Network, not blockchain. Lightning Network, not blockchain is a narrative which is slowly gaining momentum, not just among the Bitcoin maximalists, but also in the crypto community. In order to truly understand what Lightning Network is, what I would really recommend you to do is Andreas Antonopoulos. He has brilliant videos at a very basic level trying to explain what Lightning Network is. In case if you want to read more information about Lightning Network, Blockstream's website has brilliant information on Lightning Network and blockchain. Now, even I personally think Lightning Network does solve a lot of the problems so far as payments is concerned. Can you also go ahead and build dApps surrounding Lightning Networks? Sphinx.chat is one of those dApps. So Lightning Network. Apart from Lightning Network, even Liquid Network, which is built by Blockstream, does solve a lot of the problem. So Lightning Network, not blockchain, is a narrative slowly gaining momentum in the crypto community too. And Glassnode's weekly insight that they released yesterday also has an important matrix which talks about that Lightning Network public capacity has reached a new all-time high of 4,405 bitcoins. Now, this is a ridiculously low amount, but this number is only going to increase. As a matter of fact, it is an increase of 19% over the last 2 months. So Lightning Network, not blockchain, is definitely gaining a lot of momentum. Now, in case if you do want to find out more information about Lightning Network, I did publish a couple of reports explaining what Lightning Network is at a very basic level. Go through my website and you'll get clear understanding of what Lightning Network is. And what Glassnode does is, Glassnode publishes a weekly insight explaining the entire cryptocurrency market. This week, they partnered up with CoinMarketCap and they've released a new report on just how challenging the year 2022 has been. and Bitcoin and Ethereum has some really important metrics, and the document is only 23 pages long. In that document, they said that June of 2022 has been the worst month for Bitcoin since 2011, and for Ethereum, it has been the second worst month since 2018. So I would recommend you guys to go out and read through it. It is extremely basic, and it also talks about the impact of different stable coins such as Tether USDT, Circle's USDC. It also talks about Binance USD, and it also talks about Pax Dollar. It does provide a lot of metrics, and it does provide a trend on the usage of stable coins. Stable coins particularly I'm worried about is because of the volume. Not only is the percentage high, but the volume is ridiculously low as well. And one thing which I've been saying since the last week or so, because the percentage is high and the volume is low, central banks all over the world will use this matrix and push for central bank digital currencies. So definitely not an ideal look for the cryptocurrency market in general. Glassnode also mentioned about non-zero Bitcoin addresses, and finance Magnates has also confirmed that non-zero Bitcoin addresses has reached a new all-time high. Which means that these Bitcoin addresses have at least some amount of Bitcoin and Satoshis in them. And the second point that finance Magnates had published is that the profitable Bitcoin addresses has touched 25.6 million on Sunday. I do remember when the price of Bitcoin reached an all-time high of $69,000. There was this report which said all of the Bitcoin addresses are at a profit, which does not make any sense because when you reach an all-time high, everyone will be at a profit. The third matrix that finance Magnates published was that Bitcoin network activity has increased in the past few days. So last week has definitely gained a lot of momentum for Bitcoin. Does this mean that there are bullish times which are ahead in the next couple of months? Now, usually we do not give out any price predictions because our price predictions are 100% right 50% of the time. But CoinShares weekly blog via Medium that they write has also confirmed that last week in July saw inflows that has been strongest this particular year. And July's inflow represents the strongest set of monthly inflows so far this year, which totaled $474 million. And this amount of inflow has actually corrected all of the June outflows, which totaled $481 million. Now, this is definitely good news. Now, what I would recommend to our listeners is Ethereum has the merge date on the 19th of September. So, till the 19th of September, I have this general expectation that the market may seem to appear bullish, but towards the 19th of September is when the price may just tend to fall. This whole narrative or buy the rumor, sell the news is definitely applicable in the cryptocurrency space. That being said, the trading volumes of these metrics are extremely low. Even the 24-hour trading volume in the last 24 hours is definitely low. And Cointelegraph published a report that says Polygon did actually gain 83% in the month, but the data shows that the project has been losing attraction. Again, the reason why Polygon Matic price has run up is because of buy the rumor, sell the news. What happened 2 weeks ago was that Polygon had a partnership with Walt Disney. Essentially, Polygon is part of the accelerator program that is planning to build AR, NFTs and AI solutions in partnership with Walt Disney. And 2 weeks ago, there was also the news of Ethereum merge date. That is one of the reasons why the price of Polygon Matic pumped. And when I tend to cover the price of our cryptocurrencies, the price of Polygon Matic did actually pump for more than 50-55% consecutively for a few days. The next news is about NFTs, that is Bling for your NFTs. Tiffany is an American luxury jewelry and specialty retailer from New York, and they have released a couple of NFTs. These are not ordinary NFTs. These NFTs have a fixed price of $51,000. So Tiffany and Company is launching a series of NFTs, and the sale is set to begin on the 5th of August. These NFTs are exclusively for CryptoPunk holders. Now, if you go to the Twitter account, you can actually see a video, and they're called as NFTIFF. Really brilliant marketing strategy. So it's NFTIFF. This NFTIFF transfers your NFT into a bespoke pendant. So apart from receiving the physical pendant where you can showcase your CryptoPunks, the holders will also receive an NFT version of the pendant. and the price is set to be at approximately $51,000, and the price was set at 30 Ether. At the time of writing this report, the price of 30 Ether was approximately $51,000. So definitely a brilliant marketing strategy. And if you are a CryptoPunk holder, I'm sure you have the funds to go ahead and buy this pendant and the NFT as well. Let's move on to news from UAE. The first news that I'd like to talk about is about DecentWorld that launches the first 3D city environment of downtown Dubai. Let's look at what DecentWorld is. The website for DecentWorld is DecentWorld.com, and they are a company which is based in Switzerland. And DecentWorld is a metaverse platform offering a lively market for digital real asset trading, including geo-based street NFTs, soon to launch landmarks and buildings as well as collections. And DecentWorld is a Swiss metaverse digital real estate platform built on blockchain technology. So essentially you can own the streets and get your NFTs. So you can acquire digital streets and get unique NFTs. And DecentWorld features around 18.5 million streets, all digital copies of the real-world counterparts, and they have 4 different levels, that is basic, standard, premium, and elite. So the news is that DecentWorld launches the first 3D city environment of downtown Dubai, and the DecentWorld community can now have a stroll through the 3D render of the most modern version of Dubai. At this point of time, I'm not sure if it's only that can be accessed via laptop or mobile phones, but what you need to do is you need to download the entire package. Once I download it, then I'll give my user experience, and I'll try to give that user experience possibly on the Metaverse Everything podcast that I'm going to be releasing every Fridays. Now DecentWorld launched its much anticipated first 3D city environment, downtown Dubai, which was built on the latest Unreal Engine technology, and it took more than 50 buildings and other objects for the team of industry professionals, engineers and artists to create the 3D depiction of future Dubai, as some buildings are not being built yet in the real world. So my question at this point of time is, can we go ahead and use virtual reality and augmented reality? If you're able to use virtual reality and augmented reality, this would be an absolute game changer, a brilliant and a perfect use case of Metaverse. Now, DecentWorld has said that it is an upgrade to company's original product, a 2-dimensional geo-based map which enabled users to move around the globe and acquire digital real assets as part of a stellar Web3 experience. Now, through the 3D environment, users gain the exclusive possibility to immerse themselves in a digital replica of the city of Dubai and experience the metropolis with their own eyes, all without needing to travel. So you can download it, look at the trade streets, chat with Decentraland residents, and even create your own avatar. Again, the biggest game changer would be if they have it combined with augmented reality, virtual reality, and mixed reality. And what I also think is maybe in the near future, maybe they can have concerts at these locations. If they're able to have geo-tracking and motion capture, probably have events at these virtual worlds, and maybe even get a couple of celebrities involved. This would be absolutely massive, not just for Dubai, not just for cryptocurrency, but also for the metaverse industry. So definitely brilliant move. And Dubai Municipality, they had also talked about creating a One Humanity, a digital version of Dubai, which I'll be talking about in a few minutes. And let's move on to next news, that is about restructuring of Dubai Municipality by Sheikh Hamdan and the impact it would have on blockchain, cryptocurrencies, and on the metaverse. Before that, let me recap about what Dubai Municipality said and how it merges with DecentWorld and Metaverse. Now, on the 30th of March, at the World Government Summit, the Dubai Municipality announced that they plan to create a futuristic virtual visions of the city, and Dubai Municipality had revealed plans to work with private sector companies and investors to create a futuristic, human-centered version of the city in the metaverse called One Human Reality. Now, DecentWorld that I covered is literally doing exactly the same thing. And the Director General of Dubai Municipality, Dawood Abdul Rahman Al Hijri, said Dubai is also looking to capitalize on opportunities thrown up by the metaverse. He added that governments and cities should invest in buildings this infrastructure as soon as possible. And he also said that One Human Reality is the meeting point or the integration of two worlds, the metaverse and the world we are currently living in together. And in the one human reality, residents could be joined by friends from other parts of the world in the form of avatars, taking a virtual walk through a park in the city. Similarly, people could time travel to historic moments or experience immersive tours of landmark destinations in the Metaverse. And DecentWorld is doing exactly the same thing. So both the news merges pretty well. And what happened yesterday was that Sheikh Hamdan announced the restructuring of Dubai Municipality, and we're going to look at the impact it would have on cryptocurrency and in Metaverse. So Sheikh Hamdan took to Twitter and he said that in line with His Highness Sheikh Mohammed, a directive issued at the Dubai Council meeting, we approved Dubai Municipality's new structure featuring 4 new agencies. The restructuring facilitates enhanced governance, privatizes 8 main activities, and 10 billion dirham worth of new opportunities. So I really urge you guys to go ahead and follow his Twitter account and read through his tweet. And Sheikh Hamdan bin Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, the Crown Prince of Dubai and the Chairman of Dubai Executive Council, announced a new organizational structure for the Dubai Municipality. Under the new structure, Dubai Municipality will feature the new agencies, facilitate enhanced governance, privatize 8 main activities, and create $8 billion worth of new economic opportunities. Dubai Municipality will feature 4 new agencies, facilitate enhanced governance, privatize 8 main activities, and create $10 billion. Earlier in the month of July, Sheikh Hamdan did announce the Dubai Metaverse strategy. What I'd really recommend you guys to do is I released an episode on Dubai Metaverse strategy where I talked everything about the strategy, where I discussed about the governing body of the Dubai Metaverse strategy, that is VARA, that is Virtual Assets and Regulatory Authority. I talked about Dubai World Trade Center, and I also talked about Binance, how they are in partnership with Dubai World Trade Center. In that episode, I also talked about Dubai Metaverse Assembly, and there is a massive event taking place at the Museum of Future on the 28th and 29th of September, where they're going to be having a lot of speakers from all over the world discussing about Metaverse. So the Dubai Metaverse strategy that was announced by Sheikh Hamdan aims to make Dubai a global hub for the Metaverse community and build on the Emirates' achievements of attracting more than 1,000 companies in the fields of blockchain and Metaverse. It also promotes Dubai's ambition to support more than 40,000 virtual jobs by 2030. So this announcement of restructuring Dubai Municipality by Sheikh Hamdan does have a massive impact on blockchain, on cryptocurrencies, and on Metaverse as well. Definitely a brilliant move. So that's all for today, guys, from the Crypto and Coffee at 8 from Blockchain DXB. In case if you guys have any feedback or suggestions, please drop me an email to info@blockchaindxb.com. You can also check out my website, that is www.blockchaindxb.com. Also check out my other website, that is area2071.com, that talks everything about Metaverse. And if you like listening to this podcast, please click on the follow button, give it a 5-star rating, and share the word across. Now for the next 30 minutes, it's going to be an Ask Me Anything series where you listeners can ask any questions about Bitcoin, blockchain, beyond blockchain, cryptocurrencies, NFTs, DeFi, and Metaverse. So let's kickstart with the Ask Me Anything series. Hey everyone, it's George from Blockchain DXB. You're listening to the Ask Me Anything series where you listeners can ask any questions about Bitcoin, blockchain, beyond blockchain, cryptocurrencies, NFTs, DeFi, and Metaverse. And remember, Monday to Thursdays, 8 a.m. to 8:30 a.m. we have Crypto and Coffee at 8, where we cover job news and information pertaining to Bitcoin, blockchain, beyond blockchain, cryptocurrencies, NFTs, DeFi, and Metaverse. This is followed by 2 news and information related to Dubai, UAE, and Middle East in the world of cryptocurrencies. And what you're listening to right now is the Ask Me Anything series, where you listeners can ask any questions about Bitcoin, blockchain, beyond blockchain, cryptocurrencies, NFTs, DeFi, and Metaverse. I have a question by Danny who asks, what do you think of Binance? So my thoughts on Binance, Danny, is they are brilliant. They are, if not one of the best cryptocurrency exchanges in the world, not just in Dubai. And Binance has also purchased CoinMarketCap. And CoinMarketCap is what I tend to look at. And pretty much, I know everyone looks at the price of cryptocurrencies. So Binance is definitely, if not one of the best cryptocurrency exchanges. And they've also moved to Dubai. And earlier I just mentioned about, Binance having a partnership with World Trade Center, and they've signed a memorandum of understanding. So their whole goal is to help other cryptocurrency exchanges a lot of the cryptocurrency startups in the Middle East. And Binance is also releasing an NFT with the Museum of the Future. Personally, I do think Binance is absolutely brilliant, and I do hope, Danny, that Binance does become a sponsor for this particular podcast. Binance is, if not, one of the biggest exchanges in the world by a long shot. And as I mentioned in the podcast earlier, the 2022 is one of the best years for Binance. 2021 was, if not, one of the worst years for Binance. They got kicked off from Canada, they got kicked out from few states in US and also in UK and Thailand. But 2022 has been the best year for Binance. They've also signed a couple of huge brand ambassadors like Cristiano Ronaldo, even Lame from TikTok, who is an absolute legend. He's a brand ambassador for Binance. And this year, they've been making quite a lot of partnerships. Do hope that, they are the official sponsors for this podcast as well. So I might be able to promote Binance. They've been absolutely brilliant. And, so far as the leader is concerned, the CEO, that is CZ, he's a brilliant leader. He does what he says and he says what he does. Now, that being said, Danny, back in 2018 and 19, they did have few issues. And some of the altcoins were complaining that Binance is asking for a lot of money to get listed. And there were rumors and a lot of arguments, a couple of videos, but these news don't seem to be bothering Binance at all. Now, there was a lot of argument between Binance and Tron as well. So, there was a lot of arguments on Twitter. That being said, Binance is still the number one cryptocurrency exchange in the world. And one thing which I mentioned in the Dubai Metaverse Strategy podcast, if you get time, please listen to that, Danny, is that Binance is also working with VARA, that is Virtual Asset Regulatory Authority, and the Dubai World Trade Center. And it could be possible that, some members from Binance are also part of the Dubai Metaverse Assembly. So my honest opinion, Binance is absolutely brilliant. I have another question by Abraham, who asks, are you planning to have another event on central bank digital currencies? That is absolutely correct, Abraham. As a matter of fact, what I'm going to be doing is on Thursday is when I'll be updating the Eventbrite list, and I'll be having another session on central bank digital currencies. And most likely, Abraham, the event will take place on the 26th of this month, and it might be at 11 a.m. in the morning, Gulf Standard Time, 11 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. What I'm planning to do, Abraham, but I cannot promise at this point of time, I'm planning to have at least 2 or 3 speakers who have experience in central bank digital currencies, and they might just be doing a fire chat, maybe a discussion for 20 to 30 minutes or so. Again, I haven't decided who those people are. I did actually speak to some of them, but I still haven't got confirmation from them. So on the 26th, there will definitely be an event, and I'll be releasing the listing via Eventbrite on Thursday. And the topics, Abraham, that I'll be covering is, basic things like what is central bank digital currencies, the history of central bank digital currencies, how do central bank digital currencies actually work, and I'll discuss the current state of CBDCs, the different countries that are currently studying and working with CBDC. And there's also this thing of multiple CBDC, and UAE is one of the bank that is working on multiple CBDC. And I'll also be discussing El Salvador's role in adopting Bitcoin and how that has had an impact on CBDC. IMF, that is International Monetary Fund's stance on central bank digital currencies. I'll also try to discuss, Abraham, when UAE might plan to launch CBDCs. And what I'd really like to discuss is, having a differentiation between CBDCs versus Bitcoin. And are CBDCs are a threat to freedom? What are the political implications of CBDCs? Support and resistance to CBDC. I will also be discussing China's role in CBDCs and be talking about the different types of CBDCs. That is wholesale CBDCs, retail CBDCs, multiple CBDCs, and its role in the metaverse. I'm a huge fan of cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin in particular, but I do feel that central bank digital currencies will play a pivotal role and a much better role, as a matter of fact, in the metaverse. So that's all for today, guys, from the Ask Me Anything series from Blockchain DXB. In case if you guys have any feedback or suggestions, please drop me an email to info@blockchaindxb.com. You can also check out my website, that is www.blockchaindxb.com, and also check out my other website, that is area2071.com. If you like listening to this podcast, please click on the follow button, give it a 5-star rating, and share the word across. And guys, remember, Monday to Thursdays, 8 a.m. to 8:30 a.m. we have Crypto and Coffee at 8, where we cover top news and information pertaining to Bitcoin, blockchain, beyond blockchain, cryptocurrencies, NFTs, DeFi, and Metaverse. And of the series under Crypto and Coffee at 8 works is, we usually cover some top news and information pertaining to the price of cryptocurrencies, some major breaking news, occasionally short and sweet news as well, news that has an impact in the cryptocurrency world. The other two news and information is related to Dubai, UAE and Middle East in the world of Bitcoin, blockchain, beyond blockchain, cryptocurrencies, NFTs, DeFi, and Metaverse. What you're listening to right now is the Ask Me Anything series, where you listeners can ask any questions about Bitcoin, blockchain, beyond blockchain, cryptocurrencies, NFTs, DeFi, and Metaverse. Thanks so much for listening, guys, and have a great day ahead. Bye-bye.